Hi there, in this video we are going to talk about petty cash, which is an account we create for small expenses. And to create the petty cash fund, we usually make one journal entry where we debit petty cash and credit cash. And in this journal, we set aside a certain amount to be used for small expenses. Then, after some time, when we consume all the expenses, we try to replenish the fund by doing an equation first where we subtract the ending balance of cash from the beginning balance to get all the cash payments minus all the total receipts or vouchers. We might get zero difference or debit balance or credit balance. And if the difference is debit, we put it in the debit cash over and short. If it's credit, we put it in the credit account. And if we decide to increase the fund later on, then we do a similar journal like the first one where we debit petty cash and credit cash. Let us do an exercise to see how it looks like in reality. A company here decide to set aside $100 for the petty cash fund. And during the month, they made some expenses for stamps, freight out, miscellaneous, travel, and so on. And on 20th of March, they decide to increase the fund to be 150. So before we start working on the journals, let us add up all the expenses. If we add all these numbers, we get, yes, $95. However, if we subtract the ending balance, which is $3, from the beginning balance, which is $100, the difference is 97. So we have actual expenses of 97, but total amount of vouchers 95. So it seems there is $2 differences here. We keep this in mind and we'll see it in the next screen. And here we need to do the journals. So on March 1st, we debit petty cash, credit cash by $100. On March 15, we need to calculate the discrepancies. So we get $100 as a beginning balance minus $3 as an ending balance. We get 97 minus 95, we get $2 debit. How can we record it? We debit all the expenses and credit cash, and then the difference we put it in the debit side. And when we create the replenishment or the increase in fund, we do another journal similar to the first one. Let us look at another example where we might see the cash as credit balance. So here is a company, they decide to set $200 as a petty cash account. During the month, they made some expenses for freight, office supplies, entertainment, postage, and so on. By the end of the time, they had only $60 cash balance. Then they decide to increase the cash fund by $100. So, as we did in the previous example, we add up all the expenses, and here we get them 142. However, if we subtract the ending balance, which is 60, from the beginning balance, which is 200, the difference will be 140. So we need to show this in our journal entries. So on October 1st, we debit petty cash, credit cash by 200. But on October 31st, we subtract 60 from 200, we get 140, minus total vouchers of 142. So the difference will be $2 credit. We debit all the expenses, credit cash, but the difference here, we put it in the credit balance. And finally, we make the increase in cash by doing petty cash debit, credit cash by $100. I hope this will help you to understand the account of petty cash, how to create the account, how to replenish the account, and how to increase the account. Thank you.